start by exhaling all the air out. We want to create tension throughout our entire body as we do these hip cars. So raise that leg, keep that knee nice and high, squeeze the glute, and we're just making nice big circles with these hips, opening up those hip joints. Let's do one more. Again, internal tension in our core and throughout our body, keeping those hips nice and stable as we create these circles. Go ahead and switch sides. Exhaling to engage the core, lifting up that left leg, externally rotating, and making the biggest possible circle we can make with our hips without letting those hips shift from side to side. One more time through. And relax. Go ahead and come on down onto the ground. We're going to come into a seated 90-90 position. So our front leg is parallel to if we were sitting on a yoga mat, and our back leg is parallel to the side of the yoga mat. We're going to hinge forward and start to scan our body. So we're just exploring and feeling what feels good. So you can turn in, you can come to the front, hang out there for a little bit. And we're just scanning to see where we feel the deepest stretch in this piriformis in our hip, in that back of that glute. So we'll just explore for a little bit longer. And once you find that spot that feels like it's the deepest stretch, I want you to hang out in that position. And you can open your knee a little bit to deepen the stretch. Your position might look a little different from mine. For me, I feel the deepest stretch when I turn inward. So we're now going to start to increase the pressure. So we're at 20% of increasing that internal pressure. 30%, we're driving our ankle into the ground. 40% thinking about driving that ankle into the ground, 40% of effort. We're now at 50% of effort, driving that ankle towards the ground. 60. 70% effort. We're slowly increasing that internal pressure. 80%. 90%. And 100%, safest, greatest effort, pushing that ankle into the ground. Push, 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 push as hard as you can into that ground and reverse it. Try to lift that ankle off the ground. You might not be able to lift it. As you can see in the video, my ankle actually doesn't come off, but it's just that feeling of lifting it. You should feel that hip open. And relax and come on up. This shouldn't be easy. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that back leg up and into this seated position, butterfly here. So we're just going to hinge forward in this position, using our elbows to open our knees. We're just hanging out here for a bit. Each side might feel different. We did just stretch that left leg, so it might feel a little different on either side. Opening those knees with our elbows. Hinging forward, our core is tight. And everything is engaged. All right, come on up. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So we're now in our 90-90 position with our right leg forward, left leg back. Again, that shin is parallel to the front of imagining if there was a yoga mat there. We're now exploring hinging forward, seeing where feels like the deepest stretch on this side. It might be different from your opposite side. For me, it's the same. I feel the deepest stretch when I go towards the center, but I'm still going to explore. I'm still going to hinge forward and explore what it feels like in all areas of this stretch to get my body comfortable and feeling fluid. And then I'm going to just hang out in that deepest stretch. Again, it might be different for you. For you, it might be to the other side. Okay, now we're going to increase that internal pressure. We're at 20%. 30%, driving that ankle into the floor. We're at 40%. 50%, driving down, hinging forward, core is tight. 60, down. 70%, increasing that pressure of that ankle. 80. 90. And safest, greatest effort. There we go. Keep on pushing down, 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 down. You got this. And reverse. Bring that ankle up. Try to lift it off the ground. It might not move. It's key here. Do not come up out of this position. Don't sit up as you lift it. Keep hinged over. And come on out of it. Relax. Bring that leg back to that butterfly position. And then let's go ahead and just come into a forward fold and just hang out here. Rock your head side to side, and then slowly with soft knees rolling up one vertebrae at a time. How do your hips feel?